Hey everyone, thanks for joining us on another On the Street podcast. I'm here with Jan Newsom, who is the wife of Allan Newsom, who plays Floyd the barber in Mayberry Man and also in real life in many situations. He's been, how long has he been doing Floyd?
27 years.
So if you've been to a festival and seen Floyd the barber, that's Jan's husband, Allan. She is also CEO of Weaver's Department Store. And weaversdepartmentstore.com is the ultimate Mayberry website for merchandise, right? I mean, you've got everything.
We'd like to think so.
And you've got Mayberry Man merchandise that we don't even offer on our website. So I would say it's the place to go if you need anything Mayberry related, especially with the holidays coming up.
Yeah, we've got a lot of inventory. We've got all kinds of stuff for Mayberry fans.
So first, before we talk about that, what is it like being married to a movie star?
He's not let it go to his head. He's been pretty much the same kind of guy. You know, he's still Allan. Or well, Floyd, still Floyd a lot of days too, because he morphs into Floyd a lot at home, but he's always done that. So. All right,
so you're used to it.
Yeah.
So, and Floyd is kind of, when you go to these festivals, and how you've been going to festivals for a long time, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, you've been to as many as Allan has, right?
I did, just about. Yeah, I worked part-time for a long time doing another job, so I didn't get to travel as many of them. And so he rode, as in the movie says, he rides with Otis. So he went with Kenneth Junkin to a lot of festivals that I didn't get to attend, but I did go to quite a few every year. So yeah, I've been to my fair share of festivals, which I enjoy going to.
So in case you haven't seen the Mayberry Man movie, it is not a remake of the Andy Griffith Show. It's actually a tribute to the Andy Griffith Show that takes place in current times mostly at a Mayberry festival, much like the festivals that you and Allan have been attending. And so what did you think of the movie? I haven't heard from you about that.
Oh, I think it's wonderful. It makes me smile. It makes me laugh. It makes me tear up. There's a scene, I've seen the movie, this will be my 12th time, I think, to see the movie. I love this movie. It's like the Andy Griffith Show. You can watch it over and over. I see something new every time I see it. And there's a scene in the movie where I tear up every time, even though I've seen the movie 11 times, number 12 going in here today. I tear up every time I see this one scene. And so, I mean, it's an emotional movie. It gets all your emotions. The script is wonderful. The tribute artists do a great job. Brett and Ashley do a wonderful job. It's a wonderful movie, and I think the fans, if you're a fan of the show, you're going to love it. If you're not a fan of the show, I think you're going to love it, because the story is a great story. It's about people coming together around this guy and teaching him, hey, you're not acting right, basically, and you need to, how you need to act, and about the guy's relationship with his dad and how that turns around and things like that. So it's just a wonderful movie. And I just think that whether you're a fan of the show or not, I think people need to watch it. And I think it's a great movie.
I don't know, maybe you didn't mention the scene because it's a spoiler or something, but what scene in particular do you say is emotional for you?
It's a scene with Brett and his brother. It's near the beginning of the movie.
Oh, okay.
It gets me every time.
So tell me what your reaction was to seeing Allan on the big screen.
Seeing him as Floyd, I mean, I've seen him do Floyd, for years. And so seeing him do that, it really wasn't anything new. I mean, I didn't know what to expect. It was a little different, I guess, because it was a movie. But seeing him play Allan, I knew he could do it. So I knew he could do that. But he was calling me every night after filming to talk to me and tell me, we did this today. He was so excited. And I mean, I was excited for him. I didn't get to be there for the filming in Indiana. Right. So he called me every night and was telling me, how things were going and all that, excited.
Well, and he has said that his biggest concern was not playing Floyd, but playing sort of himself. I mean, he plays... Okay, the character in the movie. Now, the disclaimer at the end of the movie, these characters are fictitious. They're not based on any real human being. Right. Yet, Allan's character is a guy named Allan who is a Floyd tribute artist. So, I don't know. I think we're stretching the limits of that disclaimer. It's even spelled the same. It's
I know.
A-L-L-A-N.
Yeah,
I don't know.
His name's spelled correctly.
I think Stark, the writer-director, is pushing the limits of our legal disclaimer there. But
yeah, but he was really concerned about playing himself. He's like, I know how to do Floyd. I don't know how to do Allan. I'm like, you can do this. And I knew he could do it, and I thought he did a great job. So I was not surprised at all how he came across doing it and everything. I thought it was wonderful.
Hey, Mr. Stone. Hey, Mr. Stone. Welcome to Mayberry Pass. Yeah. Hey, is it all right if I call you Chris? Yeah. We're kind of on a first name basis around here. Yeah. My name's Allan, by the way. But you can call me Floyd. Yeah. Your name?
Oh, Shane.
Shane, it's good to see you. Yeah. You look a little shaggy here in the back. Let me trim that up for you. Oh, that's good.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no.
My favorite scene is when he and Chris are walking from the courthouse to Wally's, where they're talking and having that conversation. That's probably my favorite scene that he does.
what's great about that scene is he very subtly transforms from Floyd on that walk and talk into Allan.
Yeah.
Right? And so he does it just masterfully, like he's been acting his whole life. But as he has said in one of our behind the scenes interviews, his acting experience was one line in a high school play. So you would never know it from this.
So Floyd, been doing this a long time, right?
Yeah, I've been doing it quite a while. A lot of years. Yeah, quite a while.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah. Oh, hey, Mr. Swamp. Sure, yeah, anything.
Golly!
Well, do you know my dad?
Your dad? Well, pretty good, I believe. Why you ask?
I don't know, I just want to know if you ever talked about his career other than the show.
He's a good talker. Your dad is. He's a really good talker.
Figured that. What does he talk about?
Acting. He loves acting. He talks about it. Had some great stories about some of the old shows he'd been in and stuff. Oh, and he talked about you boys. He talked about his kids all the time. He was very proud of you. Matter of fact, he always made sure I knew when you had a new movie coming out. Always. Oh, look at that. I've got to go. I'm a tenor in the Mayberry Barbershop Quartet. You want to go?
Good.
So another thing people may not realize is as CEO of WeaversDepartmentStore.com, you guys were also sponsors of the Mayberry Man movie. You were a product placement sponsor.
Which we were happy to do.
Well, we certainly appreciate it. And so a couple of times in the movie, you do get to see Weaver's Department Store, as represented by the logo on the shirt. And so what was that like? I know you guys put a lot back into the Mayberry community, and that was your main reason for doing it. But was it kind of fun seeing Weavers on the big screen?
It was. It was a lot of fun seeing Weavers on the screen, yeah. Because we kind of, had an idea of what we thought we were going to see when we saw the movie, but it was even more fun when we actually saw it on the big screen the first time. But more than that, we were so happy to get behind the movie and support the movie because we were really proud of the project and thought it was a super project to get behind and support because we loved the script and we were just really excited to get behind it and back the project.
Hey, stop slouching. Paying you by the hour here.
You think Briscoe's gonna help you think again, pal?
Can I go now?
No.
Do you mind? All right. Say Mayberry.
Mayberry!
You ain't rubbing my head.
There's a few product placement sponsors in there, and if you haven't seen the movie, when you do watch it, some of them are subtle, some of them are obvious, but it's always fun to work a sponsor into the film and the storyline in many cases. One of our sponsors was Mr. Bail. It's a bail bonds company. So we came up with the idea of having a Barney tribute artist at the festival arresting a fan as part of a little bit of his shtick.
Right.
And there on the window is Mr. Bail, bail bonds. That's actually the window of the Loaded Goat, another one of our product placement sponsors. So, so that was fun, and we appreciate you guys doing that. So another thing that, because you've been to so many of these festivals and you're kind of a photographer in your own right, and so you've documented a lot of the Mayberry community and events over the years.
There's no telling how many photos I've taken through the years, and so Allan has had to buy several hard drives, and he's got many computer backups he's made because of all the photos I've taken through the years. So it's fun to go back and look at all the photos of these Mayberry events and see photos of the friends that we've made at these events. And something that the movie kind of goes back and shows, it's the folks that you meet at the events and the friends you make that become family. And when you're looking through these albums that I've done, or just looking through the photos online, when we go back and look at those, you see the friends that have become family, like in the movie, where some of them are still around, but then some of them we've lost. And you get to relive some of those memories and stuff through those photos. And this movie, I think, is going to be that way. You get to watch it over and over again and have that joy. But in the movie, you also get that you have all kinds of emotions watching the movie, just like looking through photos. So you're going to smile, you're going to laugh, but you're also going to have that emotion where you're kind of torn and you kind of tear up, just like looking through the photos and looking through albums. But same thing with Mayberry Man.
So one question I need to ask, going back to Weaver's Department Store, talk to me about the origin of the name in case people, and if there's confusion about it, talk to me, what is Weaver's Department Store.com?
Well, weaversdepartmentstore.com, there was, if you don't know, there is a Weaver's Department Store on the show.
Yeah, it shows up several times, but most notably, it's Ben Weaver in the Christmas episode, which most people are going to be familiar with that one. You guys, you're not a Ben Weaver though. You don't treat your customers and your competition the way.
Oh no, I try to be nice, and I write notes to people. We put in a little flyer, and I write a little note with usually a quote or something on the note and things, And then if Allan writes a note, because he helps me sometimes. If he writes a note, he sometimes signs it Allan, or sometimes he'll sign it Bert. So he'll sign it for it's Bert.
Bert Miller.
Right. And so he'll do that sometimes on there.
Well, and it's funny because the Weaver's Department Store product placement shows up at Bert Miller's stand in the Mayberry Man movie, which is kind of ironic.
Yeah, that is true.
So that's, I guess, our way of getting even with Ben Weaver.
With Ben Weaver, yeah.
You'll be sorry.
If someone's not familiar with the Mayberry Man movie and they're just kind of stumbling across this, what should someone know about the Mayberry Man movie?
Well, I mean, first thing they should know that I've seen on the internet, there's still a lot of people that think it's a remake, and as you've stated, it is not a remake. So I think that's the number one thing they should know. The second thing, and we've already kind of stated, it's a fantastic movie. So I think that they should watch it because it's a great movie. It's a family-friendly movie. I think it's a movie that's going to be around for a long time. And I think that anyone of all ages can watch it. And it's a wonderful story. And that I think when you watch it, you're going to come away feeling great. That if you're having a bad day, just like when you watch the Andy Griffith Show, you need that pick-me-up. I think Mayberry Man's going to give you that pick-me-up. It's that same kind of feeling you get from watching the Andy Griffith Show. I think Mayberry Man's going to give you that same feeling because you come away from that movie feeling, you get that lift. You're feeling good. The humor in the movie is great. The music in the movie is also great. Jefferson did a fabulous job on the music in the movie, and Baraka Valley did a fabulous job. So the music is also wonderful in the movie.
Brett Cameron Perry was the composer who did the score.
Yes.
We had Earl Hagen's original compositions woven throughout the movie.
And that music stays in my head all the time. So really, like watching the Andy Griffith Show, I have that same feeling after watching that movie because it's just that I just get that happy, I don't know.
It's just that Mayberry Spirit.
That's it. It's the Mayberry Spirit. And it really just gives you that lift. And if you're having a bad day or down day, people that say they put on the Andy Griffith Show to watch it, I think you can put the Mayberry Man movie on and watch it, and you'll have that same feeling.
Yeah. Well, thank you for getting in the hot seat and then sharing your experiences with Mayberry Man. And again, the movie is available at Weber's Department Store, as are many Mayberry gifts and various merchandise. And so it's webersdepartmentstore.com. You can also find the DVDs at mayberryman.com, and we're now streaming on Amazon. So if you haven't checked out the movie, we would encourage you to do so. So Jen, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
If you want more videos about The Andy Griffith Show, be sure to hit subscribe and click that little bell icon so you're notified whenever we post a new video. Thanks for watching.